All right, so I'm going to be discussing the two disgraces of their respective religions. The disgrace of Christianity being Sam Shamoun, and the disgrace of Islam being Nadir Ahmed. Now, now, I want to be fair here. I don't want to just single out Sam Shamoun here. Nadir Ahmed is also somebody who Nadir and Sam Shamoun. Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun are two people nobody should debate, and I'll be explaining. I'll be explaining this right now. Now, 2 years ago, back in 2020, I had a debate with Sam Shamoun, and I regret doing it because Sam Shamoun wouldn't let me talk. He gets too emotional. I mean, there's too many problems with Sam Shamoun. This man is so I don't know how to describe it. It's so immature and so childish in his behavior that nobody should interact with him or debate him. Now, to be fair, this is also a problem with Nadir Ahmed. Nadir Ahmed is also very childish and doesn't know how to behave and gets too emotional when he defends his religion. So this is kind of a problem with both these men. Both these men are both disgraces to their respective religions. Sam Shamoun is a disgrace to Christianity, while Nadir Ahmed is a disgrace to Islam. So, and the reason why I say this, I'm not saying this to be mean or cruel or whatever. A lot of people will agree with me that Nader Ahmed is not the best debater or representative of Islam, and same with Sam Shamoun. Sam Shamoun is not the best representative of Christianity. So basically both these men just do not know how to behave. Nader Ahmed does not know how to behave in a public forum or in a public debate forum, and Sam Shamoun himself does not know how to behave in a public platform or public debate forum. So basically, both Nader Ahmed and Sam Shamoun are both embarrassments to their respective religions. Uh, you know, both Nader Ahmed and Sam Shamoun are both fools who who conduct shoddy research when it comes to Christianity and Islam. And there are many other people. There are many atheists and many Muslims who have exposed the sheer problems with Sam Shamoun and Nader Ahmed. There's so many criticisms against both of these people that it's becoming more and more obvious that we shouldn't have any kind of discussions or debates with them. When it comes to Nader Ahmed, the problem here is that he'll just keep repeating. Let me talk about Nader Ahmed first, then I'll get into Sam Shamoun. The problem with Nader Ahmed is he keeps repeating the same old stupid shit over and over again, and his same old refuted arguments over and over again. He keeps repeating the scientific miracles of the Quran, etc., etc. That has been debunked over and over and over again. Even Muslim apologists don't use that argument about scientifically about scientifical accurate about scientific miracles or scientific accuracy in the Quran. No Muslim apologist I know is bringing that up. No matter how many times you keep telling Nader Ahmed this, he just keeps repeating the same. There's science in the Quran, and the whole world is running away from him, from debating him on this topic. So this is like he keeps beating that same horse. No, is there scientific miracles in the Quran? There's only two scientific miracles in the Quran, maybe three. That's pretty much about it. That topic is too what do you call it, short to debate with. But Nadir Ahmed doesn't get this. He keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over again. So he'll never get it. And when people ignore Nadir Ahmed or when people don't give Nadir Ahmed the attention, he says the whole world is running from him. Everybody's every critic of Islam is running away from him, which is completely false. They just don't have time to spend on a man child like Nadir Ahmed. So Nadir Ahmed just doesn't get it. No matter how many times you explain it to him, he just doesn't get it. It's a waste of time. Same thing with Sam Shamoun. No matter how many times you tell Sam Shamoun Ibn Ishaq's not reliable, the Bible or the Quran clearly teaches the Bible's corrupt. Islam clearly teaches the Bible's corrupt. He keeps repeating the same old arguments over and over again. He keeps saying, go to Ibn Ishaq, page 103, do this, satanic verses in Ibn Ishaq, etc., etc. Decades old refuted arguments against Islam. Arguments that have been refuted for the last decade or so. Satanic verses, Ibn Ishaq, does Islam endorse the Bible? All these arguments have been debunked, I don't know, like for the past 15 years, right? We've already shown that how the satanic verses story is false, that Islam teaches the corruption of the Bible, that Ibn Ishaq is mainly unreliable. We've already shown this, right? And what does Sam Shamoun do? He keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over again. So you see the problems with both Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun. These two men just do not get it. These two men are fools who cannot conduct. These two are fools who conduct shoddy research. No matter how many times you keep telling them something, they just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. So this is why I say Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun are a waste of time. This is why I say they're both disgraces for their religions. Sam Shamoun is a disgrace to Christianity. Nadir Ahmed is a disgrace to Islam. Just watch Nadir Ahmed's debates, and everybody has regretted debating him. Watch Sam Shamoun's debates, and everybody has regretted debating him. I debated Sam Shamoun, and I regret doing it because this man's behavior was a problem. Not his arguments, but his behavior. So, same thing with Nadir Ahmed. I'm not going to single Sam Shamoun out. I'm going to call out Nadir Ahmed too. He does the same thing too. Nadir Ahmed gets hungry for attention, sends out foolish debate challenges, and when nobody responds back because they just don't have time, they just don't have time to respond to Nadir Ahmed, he says that the whole world is running from him, when in reality, people have better things to do with their time than to waste it on Nadir Ahmed. Same thing with Sam Shamoun. Sam Shamoun is also a attention seeker in a different way. He'll go after Shabir Ali. He'll go after these highly respected Muslim debaters, saying they're all running away from him, and when in reality they don't have time to waste on Shamoun. So basically, you see the problem with these two men. You see the problem. You see why a lot of people just don't want anything to do with them, because of their behavior, not because of their arguments and their childish behavior or immature behavior. So this is why I say these two men are disgraces, and they're just not going to learn. Nadir Ahmed will never learn what the real evidence for Islam is, which is the prophecies of the Quran, the prophecies of the Prophet Muhammad, and the miracles of the Prophet Muhammad. These are the three aspects that prove Islam. But Nadir Ahmed won't go there. He'll just keep beating on the scientific accuracy of the Quran. No matter how many times that argument's been refuted, he'll just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Same thing with Sam Shamoun. No matter how many times you keep explaining to him that Islam teaches the corruption of the Bible and Ibn Ishaq is not reliable, etc., he'll just keep repeating the same refuted arguments over and over and over again. So, I have to give these men credit where credit's due. Nadir Ahmed did start off strong. He did have some good arguments, or he did have some solid arguments in his debate with Dennis Giron back in, I think it was the year 2000, 2001. I can't remember the exact. I think 2003, 2001, 2002, something. In the early 2000s, Nadir had a good debate with Dennis Giron about the scientific accuracy in the Quran. So I think Nadir had maybe 2 or 3 solid points, but after that he just went off the rail. He started challenging people like Richard Carrier, etc., etc. And when he got refuted, then he just kept doubling down on his stupidity, and he would challenge anybody, any atheist or Christian critic of Islam. He would challenge them. He would get badly refuted. Then he would say he won the debate. So this foolishness of Nadir Ahmed continued for years until he was silenced. I think after his debate with, I want to say Sam Shamoun or Robert Spencer, one of those two, he was completely refuted and he was shut down for years. You know, then he got more annoying a few years later. I think in 2017 or 2018, he became super annoying, and he started like annoying everybody on YouTube, and people were, you know, responding to him, which I think was foolish because when you have an attention seeker like Nadir Ahmed, you usually just don't give them the attention. But people were still responding to him, which really surprised me. But he got refuted over and over again. He got refuted by people like uh, the Rationalizer and Aaron Ra, et cetera, et cetera. I can't, and there are other people who have refuted him, but those are just the two that stick out in the top of my head. Same thing with Sam Shamoun. Sam Shamoun would also go after Shabir Ali. He would just keep annoying all Muslim apologists to debate him on various topics. And when Muslim apologists have already pointed out that he's already been refuted, he keeps saying that Shabir Ali, everybody's like these top Muslim apologists are running from him, where in reality they just don't have time to waste on him because we all know Shamoun's material has been refuted for the last 20 or 15 years. So you see the problem with these two men. You see the problem. You see why nobody wants to debate them. My theory about both of them is that both Nader and Sam Shamoun were both very spoiled kids growing up. They got a lot of attention, and when they interacted with other people, and when those other people didn't want to give them the attention they got when they were younger, they don't like that. They want attention. Now, the world's biggest attention seeker is not Nader or Sam Shamoun. It's actually David Wood. He's the world's biggest attention whore, but he's not the focus. I'm not going to be talking to him about. I'm not going to be talking about him on this video because I'm sticking to Sam Shamoun and Nadir Ahmed. So I'll give credit to Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun where credit's due. They did help me understand the sources of Islam a little bit better. Before I read Sam Shamoun's material. Before I read Sam Shamoun's material in the Answering Islam website, I had no idea who Ibn Ishaq was, what the satanic verses were, what the history of Al-Tabari was. I didn't know any of the arguments against Islam. So when I read the Answering Islam website, especially Sam Shamoun's material, I understood what the arguments against Islam were. So I'll give Shamoun credit for that. When it comes to Nadir Ahmed, I'll give him some credit where he is at least brave enough to go and debate. So I'll give him that. I'll let him slide on that, or I'll give him credit for that. But the fact of the matter is, Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun are not going to change. They're going to keep repeating the same old stupid arguments over and over again, and they're going to behave very childishly when they don't get the attention they desperately crave. This is why I say it's very, very important to call both these men out. I'm not going to call Sam Shamoun out and ignore Nadir Ahmed. Nadir Ahmed also needs to be called out. I'm telling you right now, Nadir and Sam Shamoun, Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun are a waste of your time. Do not debate them and do not give them the attention they desperately crave. Because when you give them the attention, it encourages them and they double down on their stupidity. Nadir Ahmed's going to double down on his stupidity when anybody gives him a debate or attention. Same thing with Sam Shamoun. He's going to double down on his stupidity when people give him debate opportunities or give him the attention he so desperately craves. So please, consider my words. Do not debate Nadir Ahmed and do not debate Sam Shamoun. If you're a Muslim or a Christian or an atheist, whatever, stay away from these two because these two are doing more damage to Christianity and Islam than any other apologist on the internet is doing. That's my 2 cents on the whole Nadir Ahmed and Sam Shamoun debacle. Stay tuned. More videos are coming up ahead.